Say the name again. I found All in Fun. That's not it. Copy.
I'm trying to figure out how to increase my viewership into my stream. So.
Fire in the hole. A little left and a slightly longer, which is exactly what happened. It drifted 6 mils up and a tenth of a degree left. That's exactly what happened. Yep. Yeah, that'll be an experience thing. Yeah, like if it tends to drift up and left, or tends to drift short and right, or is it completely random? But either way, it would take too much time to go back into the scope and readjust between every single shot. So, like, if you were my observer and I was the mortarman, I'd probably drop 3, fine tune, drop 3 more. And if I was doing it solo, then I would just drop 3. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Those were practice rounds. Yep. Oh, you want me to try to hold the position while you drop? Yeah. One ring.
gotta have more than just one viewer, though. I think my viewers are gonna go down now with Battlefield 6 getting ready to pop up. Yeah. Yeah, no.
All right, we are dialed in at 306.8, 1190 mils elevation. Fire when ready. Yeah, I did. It was a big dispersion there. But try slowing down a little bit. Like you're dropping it in while I'm still dialing it back in. Yeah, this would probably be easier if we picked a further away target. And then but then you have more to fly. Okay, we are dialed in, the same dope as original. Go. Go. Of the mortar itself, I mean, at this point, it's not me being able to figure out where I'm trying to aim the thing, right? Like we know that's on. I've got the math down. So it could just be the dispersion of shooting some 700 yards away, right? Like I think actually what I'd like to practice is getting a new target and speeding up the time it takes me to get all the math done and be ready to put more rounds in the air. Because I'm not really learning anything now, right? Like it's, yeah. Boo, do you happen to know how they would call this in a game? Like, is somebody going to put a map on the target and say, hammer, put rounds on that indicator, or is somebody going to scream out an 8-digit to me?
They're going to scream out an 8-digit grid to you, and you're going to have to coordinate with them to pinpoint the location. And then they'll have you shoot a shot. They'll wait for your splash. They'll give you an estimate on how effective it is, or if you need to make any changes.
Go ahead with grid. All right, take a potty break if you want. This will take me a minute now. This is what I'm trying to speed up on. Oh, that might be out of range. Hang on, let me look. Oh, yeah, that's not as far as I thought it was going to be. I bet you're right. I actually have to, as part of my process, I have to put a mark on the map so that I can draw a line through to do my geometry. Oh, yeah. That gets me close. Yep. For some reason, I don't see anybody on the map anymore. I might have to relog again.
Yeah, it's because you just get disconnected, connection failure. Yeah, so yeah, because you're not technically part of the American Army. You have to respawn. You didn't have to leave. You just had to respawn.
Yeah, it still is not. Oh, it's because I did the automatic reconnect. Is that what fucks it up?
Yeah, all you gotta do is respawn.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. So just go into your menu and respawn. Yeah.
No, that's what I was asking. That's what Boo said. They're not going to put a mark down for me. They're going to give me cords. So, like, that's part of my job. That's part, like, this is all about trying to increase my speed of being able to hear the order and do the math and dial in the tube. Like, I think I got it figured out. It's just, I got to really think through each step, right? Remember, like, the analogy last night about the stick shift car, right? Like, this is day 2. There's nothing automatic about it yet. And the other thing that's super screwy is you need to draw a line, right, so that it gets to the outside of your compass. But have you noticed how when you zoom in on a mark versus zooming out, it changes? Like, put a mark on the map and then zoom in and, like, look, it moves. It's not in the same spot. Fucked up, right? All right, azimuth is 165. I wouldn't be saying this on the radio. I'm just, all right, azimuth is 165.8 or mils of 2966. Range is next.
I was about to jump off. Yeah, I'm like, go take me a nap. Because I'm kind of bored. And I was hoping there was going to be something going on here soon, but there ain't nobody really jumping on today. So I might, if I don't fall back, if I can't sleep or something like that, I'll probably get back on. But I'm gonna probably take a nap for like an hour or so.
All right, man. Sounds good. Sleep tight. All right, range is 1,429 meters. Yeah, I've already done my math. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty close to what I got. I came up with 165.8 and 1059 mils. But I am not calculating for altitude adjustment nor elevation delta, which that thing might be. Oh, that's the mils. That's the azimuth in mils. And the when you gave me 167.4, that's azimuth in degrees. Whichever one you prefer, yeah. They say mils is more accurate, but and I get that it would be in the real world, but in this game, like you're either adjusting to the right or to the left. Like it's knowing that it's 2965 mils versus 29165.8 degrees. It's not. Like I get the theory of why that would be more accurate, but in the game, it's not. I am dialed in for practice rounds with 2 charges.
Alright.
So you'll have to, hold R or inspect your console. So you got to do inspect, and then I hold down inspect, interact F, and scroll wheel. Oh, you got it. Wait, no, I'm not actually. Well, according to the chart here, the time of flight is going to be about 23 seconds. No, about 23 seconds. Send one. Go ahead. Send it. Yeah, and actually the second one, I was a little off when you sent it. So I think, like I said, it's I got it down. I just gotta, do the math faster. Right? Right? Like if somebody was doing the math, one guy was aiming and one guy was dropping, it would be rain of fire. But I also get that that's tough when you're trying to do a main op with 17 people or 23 people. You got to devote 3 people to mortars, right? Like, that's a large percentage of your force. Yeah, well, I think what Toller was saying is a lot of people find it really boring, right? Like, the guys that did it were like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. Yeah, it's kind of like the RP, right? That's kind of I'm picking up what you're putting down, right? I feel like
if Jack was here doing the math for us, Matt, we've got a team, and I know there's a few people out there that like to do this stuff and would love to have this stuff available for them.
right? I mean, like, I think about it from like an RP perspective that like I can contribute to the team and the cause and make a bigger impact on the battle than anything I could do with a 5.56, no matter how good I was.
I'm gonna say that's heavily based on your tank driver and commander, is how much fun you'll have in that. Like, if you have someone who knows how to set up BPs, knows how to set up a good Overwatch position, so on, right? It doesn't just rush head on, you're gonna have fun. But if they rush head on and don't ask questions or observe, you're gonna watch what happens with our armor every time. They're just gonna get schwacked.
Checking.
What are you guys aiming for?
FM2 down in the bay.
Middle of Bay Crossing, you said?
Yeah, we're still on.
Yeah.
Send it.
I'm here.
Oh, you did. That was a different round. That's a different dope.
Direct splash right in the middle of the bay. Wait on shots 2, 3, and 4, I think.
And Jack, we're not using internet calculator. We're doing compass and dope chart in the game.
Your first shot was accurate. I thought I heard more shots, but then I didn't hear their splashes.
He switched rounds accidentally, and so then it probably had a different ring on it and went way fucking off.
Yeah, I couldn't even see those. But what?
It defaults to 4, and he shot an HE with 4 rings, and we were doped in for a practice with 2.
Give me a second. Let me get back in GM. Okay, back over. Ready.
Dialed in. Send it. Hold it. Send it. Send it. Send it. Send it.
Directly in the middle of the bay. Second shot in bay. These are all in the middle. 15 meters of separation.
Do the math. Was that maybe, I mean, I'm sure it was more than 30 seconds, but I doubt it was more than 2 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to improve. Yeah, yeah.
I normally can eyeball.
Oh, for the range and not have to do the, yeah.
Like you said,
Yeah. The longer part is definitely the azimuth and figuring out where the target is and then drawing the red line and moving the compass onto my head. That's certainly longer than the range part, no doubt.
Well, I hate to say it, because you're on PC, you should be better at it than us. I can get it down in about 1 minute to 2 minutes for all my numbers I need, get sighted in and fire. You should probably be able to do that in half the time, because you don't have to deal with as many bindings and the clunkiness I do on a controller.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Yeah.
Because I've seen mortars on the PC, and it's fast.
And if somebody was like doing a rangefinder and telling me, giving me the azimuth and the range, I'd just do it with the dope chart and the sights. I wouldn't even need the compass and all that shit. But that means the observer has to be adjacent to me, right? They can't be on the adjacent hill, otherwise all that stuff's off then.
So we used to have this thing called pipe hitter, right? Where you actually would man these pipes. The issue is, I'm going to say it, the person is in the server now. They couldn't do it without GM, and they still can't do it without GM. Now, you've seen me hit stuff with mortars. I've seen you guys hit stuff with mortars. I give you about 1 minute or 2 times tops. That's actually a good time for fire mission. And I could get all these pits, like what Mute's saying, right? Saying, hey, here's your adjustments. I would probably have the pit over there to the north and south as my 3 reference points, and I would say adjust accordingly, blah blah blah, by 1 or 2 degrees, and then I would have you guys fire for effect. Whoever called in the mission would say, hey, you're short, adjust blah 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 blah, and then I would start walking you guys in. That would be my job. This would be like a little 4-man operation. Yep. Yep. The issue is, it's the same with pilots, right? If you guys were here for the last campaign, I know Mute or Mojo, you weren't. Mute, I think you were. The pilots want to be utilized, they want to be used, but when they're SAM sites, right, they weren't getting their flight time, so then we saw a dip in flights, we saw a dip in their uses, so it's the same thing with mortars. If we run out of mortar rounds and they're not used and your MOS isn't used, I bet we're going to see a dip in the pipe hitter unless it's someone who's dedicated to the cause saying, yeah, you know what, I'm fine with being a rifleman for the night because it makes sense why I'm logistically, blockaded right now, right? So I'm not against having mortars in effect by players. The issue is we can't have an official pipe hitter. So it's one of those gray zones. But I do have something fun for you guys to come play around with, and it'll be a little more fun than the mortar if you guys follow me. your field guns. Have you guys got to play around with these? I know Mute, I think you have.
Yeah, Echo and I did this a little bit last night. Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll get you something a little more fun then. Let me find it. Rocket artillery pieces. Same thing as those over there, except these fire rocket tubes. Or these are rocket tubes. So these operate the exact same way as mortars. These operate the exact same way as the cannons over there. You do your range, get your azimuth. There should be a thing on the top right that tells you it, right? Like a number. And then you have your score sheet on the bottom left. And then you can just fire away at your target. But I think these have like a 3 kilometer range till I think like the 7 kilometer range of those 150s. If you remember, when we were in St. Pierre, Mute, I was using these and nailing the base with that on the op with all the trenches. Were you there for that one? It was one of the last ones I GM'd on that map. I was using these and rocketing you guys with these things. And I was hitting you guys from like the military base levy. Yeah. yeah. I think I had you help me sight some of these in.
I don't have enough traverse.
Where are you trying to get to, and then I'll fix it.
I guess, yeah, you haven't... I was going to go for that same target, but I can't get to 165.
Okay, tell me if you get it there. And then I'll get you slanted until you get it. Same for you, Mute. Let me know if you get there on this.
Nope, need a little more.
Thank God the Army Corps of Engineers is good at moving sandbags so quickly. You're good. Are you guys still trying to hit the bay?
Affirm.
Okay. Send when ready, but I am looking at the bay now.
This is much harder. You gotta adjust with the mouse. The tubes I could adjust with my arrow keys. It's really sensitive. Okay, fire in the hole.
Fire for effect.
Fire in the hole.
Good effect on target. All I'm gonna say is, hearing these suckers like wheeze at you coming from like kilometers back would be a fear factor in itself.
Yeah, that'll get your head down.
If you guys reload them, fire your whole volley, like spam it, and I'll TP you guys over there really quick.
You see how to do it? So like you look at the chart and then figure out what the difference is between the next target up. So say for example 1,000 and 500, that's a 500 difference. And if you want to go 35 meters more, let's say you wanted to go to 1,035 meters, that's 500 divided by 35. That gives you a decimal point. And then that's your spread, right? Like that's how many degrees more you need to be than whatever. I forget what they called it in math, but right when you would write the two fractions and then you would cross multiply and divide, you're doing that. Honestly, I just eyeballed it at 16 degrees because it's 1,400 meters. So I just tried it at 16.0. 165.8. 165.8 and 16.0 degrees. Yep, I'm watching your YouTube again. Yep. Your as is off a degree, but you're close. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Both of you fire for effect.
Oh yeah, that's deadly. If that was a platoon, it wouldn't be anymore.
Oh yeah. I'll get us back over. Just so you know, we weren't invincible for that, so if fatalities happen, whoops. I guess I didn't think that went there. Yeah.
It was close. I stepped back. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, this is getting to the shoreline. I'll be right back.
Do you guys want to do an armor out? Yeah, it's been a minute since I've ran armor, so we'd actually get some tanks down and try to assault the place. You can run as like one crew versus like however many Russians I place down.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, that was so sick. I would not want to see that coming.
played World of Tanks for years. It's certainly not a milsim type game, but I did join a guild that was the leadership was all ex. What is it? 5th Armored Division or something like that. They were all ex-tankers. And we had all that same like echelons and staggered columns and all that stuff. You guys all talk the same way too.
Okay, this is built. You guys ready?
Hey, firm.
I'm gonna let you know. I know mute. I know you like this hard mute. This is hard. So I'm gonna let you know. If you guys open your maps, they are somewhere in the vicinity of TRP1 at Mortar Ruins to Mortar Woods. They have taken up residence. We have spotted roughly about 10 to 15 tanks. Unknown of what it is, we just picked up their signatures, and roughly a company's worth of soldiers at this time. This is an armored detachment, and it's up to us to get in there, destroy them, set up a BP, and stop them from assaulting our base from the rear.
I have never been in an ARMA tank, so somewhere along the way, some familiarization would be helpful.
Do you want to drive, shoot, or gun? Or drive, shoot, or TC?
Don't care. Like I said, I've never done any of them. So which one should I start at?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. From what I've heard, this sucker's paper mache, and the guns kind of suck. But this is what everybody's using right now on our server, and I've heard this thing is amazing. It has reliable armor, good gun. Same for the Leopard over there. But this is period accurate. This is what we would be using at this time. This is.
I like
Yeah,
that
we
strategy,
can.
yeah.
Okay, I'll TC then. I'll get in my my old roll. Oh, I actually have a cannon. That's funny.
That's great. Or like a full S turret, I should say. Okay, so gunner, familiarize yourself with the way the gun works. There's a way to swap shell types. You should have AP, heat, and a machine gun for coax, right? I don't know how to tell you how to swap to them as PC. For me, it's how I swap my weapons, if that helps. I don't know if it's the same for you.
Future reference, it's V on keyboard.
V. Okay. So, crash course with Jack here. AP is supposed to work against armor. It doesn't in this game. It's armor penetrating. The shell's not really great, in my opinion. Heat is supposed to be for armor without ERA, so it should be great here in this time period in the tanks I placed down. But it's also great against open targets as well, such as like infantry or fortified positions. You shouldn't fire it unless there's a grouping of 5 or more, okay? And then your coax is obviously your coax. That is meant for infantry. Does that make sense?
7.62.
Yep.
And then I've got AP 105s. That's probably armor penetrating.
That's your armor pen, yep.
And then the other one is, it's not heat though, it's HE frag.
Okay, HE frag. Okay, so it's a ballistic cap. Okay, so HE frag, think of it as just a shell with a big boom, okay?
Like a big ass grenade, right? Like good for like a bunker or something?
Yes, it'll be great at fortifications, and then if it penetrates the
Tank, it should go off like a grenade inside the tank because you're putting a mini explosion with a lot of shrapnel in there.
And I would normally, if I were at a tank, shoot the AP, but you're saying it's broken in this game.
Yeah, I found that AP doesn't really work well in this game.
Copy.
If you want a true AP experience, play War Thunder. That's my sponsorship for today's video. You're welcome. Okay, driver, start the engine. Oh, actually, kill. Sorry. Last thing we're gonna go over, commands, if I call something out, everything's in hands of a clock, right? So where you're looking is at 12 o'clock, off slightly to the right's 1. If you follow my little machine gun turret in third person, I'm at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6.
7, 8, 9, right? Like a clock. So I'll try to make sure that I call that out correctly, and that's going to be the quickest way for our bases. The azimuth is great, but it's a lot harder than just saying 1 o'clock, right? Because I'm giving you a better general direction than looking for a specific number.
What advice would you have for the guy in the gun? Like, I don't see the orientation of the tank. How do you do that as the gunner? When you hear 3 o'clock, how do you know to look?
Do you know how to go to third person? Yep. So you're just going to have to swap your FOV.
Sweet. Okay.
And then snap back in when it's time.
Yeah.
Time to aim.
And just go into sniper mode when you're ready, when you're online. Get close.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, thanks. That's what I was looking for. Great.
Flash type of commands, I will tell you shell types from time to time if I think it's better to use AP, HE, or coax. Just try to repeat what I say, that's more the official stuff. But obviously, if we're in the thick of it, you're in protection of controlling the SPIC.
I'm in the job of telling you where I see targets, and then Mute's job is to keep us safe and not taking ground. So if he sees too much danger, he can pull us back and go against what I say. That's how this works. We all have our jobs to do. His to keep us safe, you're to engage target, and mine is to spot targets for you. Does that make sense?
Copy.
Okay. So, driver?
Start engine. Get radio comms to 4-1.
Copy on 4-1.
Yeah. Go
a 415 for internals in case people hop on. This will be our tank net. Sorry about that. Lima. I would recommend locking in at this time. Driver, engine up. Driver, refer to map. Green flag on map at this time is going to be our first BP. Show it roughly 500 to 600 meters from target. You're free to navigate how you see fit. Gunner, begin scans off the 1 and 2 o'clock. Break, you are good to get your cannons traversing to that area. Targets at this time will be at this reference point of southwest. I say again southwest. Keep scans in that general direction.
Copy, glassing southwest.
I would recommend putting on your earmuffs too, boys. This tank's loud. Driver, approach the edge of the tree line. Do not exit. Let's see if we can get eyes on any targets. Gunner, you are clear to engage with the driver to position yourself at this time. Remember, it's up to you guys to coordinate your movements.
Copy. No.
At this time, I'm seeing nothing on my scan. I want you to go out at about 30 degrees to our right, and then let's follow this tree line. That's about 30 meters out. Drive out. Go right, 30 degrees. Now go straight. Bank left to the two trees here, yep. Overgrown bushes. Okay, gunner, start traversing slightly right. Driver, pull up. Hold. I have eyes on targets. I am seeing targets from west to north at this time. It appears to be armor and infantry, but I have blockage of fence. Gunner, do you have visual?
Negative, no eyes.
Okay, hold traverse. At this time, driver, turn directly to our 3 o'clock, break through the fence, and find our way to the heavy vehicle stations at the base. Find a BP at the sandbags. Eyes on enemy armor in the open. I have targets and... Oh, scratch. I have 4 to 5 enemy tanks and targets in the open engaging. Follow tracers. You are clear to use HE frag at this time on enemy armor 256, 4 to 500 meters.
Copy, engaging.
Adjust up, adjust up. Send another. Target, send another. Oh. Gunner, are you using AP or HE?
HE.
Swap to AP, try a shell. Hold fire. I see no movement. Adjust to 263. I have T-55 in the open, concealed by bush, 4 to 500 meters out. Good copy on target. Send AP, send AP. Target, adjust down. Target, good effect. Send another. Repeat. Good effect on target. Splash. I have BMP at 266 in the open. Follow dirt trail 4 to 500 meters back. Reference tracers. Over. Good effect on target. Send another. Adjust lower, adjust low. Good effect on target, positive kill. Okay. Driver up to next BP, sandbags. Gunner, what is shell count?
Shell count 5. 5
Good.
AP. And 9 HE.
Good copy. I'm showing us orange at this time on AP. We have one more engagement then. Driver, go to crawl at 1-5. Drive at 1-5. This is known as a crawl. Gunner, head on a swivel. We'll find target and nail him. Target coming from the southwest. Say again, southwest, unsure. Hold. eyes on tank, 245, appears to be a BMP.
Driver, adjust position for gun depression. Infantry in the open at 240.
Hey, priority target, shift left 50 meters, tank. Shift left of BMP. Follow tracer, T55.
I'm not seeing tracers. See a tank at 230. Oh, spotted. Another tank at 233.
Copy. Pull us back.
Gunner needs more depression.
Okay. We're gonna re-up and rearm. Let's go ahead and go back to the SP, get a new tank, more ammo, and let's go wreck these guys. Driver, go to the right. Bank left, follow the base.
Okay.
Go around the trenches. Okay. Now go to the east and you'll find our SP. Okay, what's up next, boys? You pick. Okay, Chieftain it is. I didn't know you could ride this, that's cool. Hey, the entrance is by me, by the way. It's the cupola. Okay, that's an oversight of the mod designer. Okay, I'm in third person. Driver up.
Okay.
Go to last BP, and then we will engage from there. Actually, belay that. Take the, go straight. Just follow straight, and then I'll tell you when to turn left.
Armaments are 120, smoke, and 762.
Copy. We will not be using the smoke round at all unless we break contact. Use the AP at this time. That 120 will be considered an AP. Bank right, bank right. Okay, just now you can go west. Just stay west. Actually, hold. We could have targets here. Hold. Be advised, Gunner, you will have to do the priority of the scans at this time. I have no line of sight on targets.
Copy. Visual's clear. No enemies in sight. Proceed. Dismounts.
You blew them out of the vehicle. Target. Okay, let's advance where that guy came from. Let's go ahead and clear this area. Gunner, traverse gun left. I will watch the front. You are good with a crawl of 2-0 at this time unless Gunner calls out target. Traverse gun to the south at this time.
Traverse gun south. Do you have eyes on anything at the mortar fort? 215.
Negative targets at 215.
Copy. At this time, mute, advance to the west, and we will try to find a dirt path for our BP.
What is BP?
Battle position. Hold, begin scans. Gunner, gun to the southwest at this time. Gun to the 12 o'clock a tank. Contacts off the southwest.
Contact spotted.
Copy. Getting back in, trying to get visual. Clear to engage.
There's a second one behind the tank on fire.
Send it.
Driver reverse. 30 meters. Driver hold.
Good effect on target. Send another. Positive effect. I see flames. Good effect, good effect. Adjust BP, driver move westward, gunner keep traversing the southwest.
228.
Keep us moving, keep us moving. Slow and fast here, 1-5. Drivers, proceed to the south at this time. Gunner, driver, begin talking commands. Gunner, try to walk him up on the target.
No eyes on target.
Okay, advance. Gunner, call hold for target if needed, okay?
Copy.
Yep. Hey, infantry 232, off the nose, danger close. Hold, hold. Gunner, traverse left, traverse left. Yep. Off the nose and slightly to the right.
Reloading.
Back up, back up, back up. Or gun down, gun down.
Guns up.
Okay, push up. Hey, we have a heavy tank firing directly at us from the south. Tank firing off the south. It's hitting rubble, unsure of location. I see muzzle, I don't see tank south. Driver, move up to the rubble at this time. Gunner, keep engaging infantry until we hit the embankment. Eyes on tank,
Driver
danger
hold,
close.
eyes on 2 tanks.
target, reprioritize target, danger close, 100 meters or less, T-55, 12 o'clock. Meters or less, T-55, enemy tank. RTB, we are combat ineffective at this time. Swap out Vix, we are damaged and low on ammo. Gunner, pop smoke. Keep spamming that sucker. Leave a trail. TP me. Be advised, 1 times pack emo is at SP, PID before running him over. Run him over, run him over.
Let me fucking repair you guys. You guys about to fucking get blown the fuck up.
We're getting a Leopard.
Alright, so get one.
It's back here.
I'm in. Let's go.
Well, emo. We're on 415. ITC'd the last 2, UTC this one.
I'm the gunner. I don't TC.
Nah, screw it. Stand by mute. We'll get another one. Mojo and Mute, you guys can be a team, and then me and Emo will go back for old time's sake.
Need a repair. They're fucked up.
They're getting a new one because I can't give it ammo.
Yep. Bitch, isn't it? You're pro and I'm ready.
425.
Yep.
Locking in.
Hold here. Scene. That fucker had an RPG in his hands too. Yeah, I think there's more tanks back there at behind the flaming one. You wanna maybe flank left? I'm not gonna have gun depression over there though, that's gonna be a problem. Maybe flank right. Yeah, stay on this line. Let's peek up and then back off. Reloading. (762) online. Degrees is actually easier for me than o'clock. But I get it, if it's not easy for you, then I understand. I prefer the degrees then. So gun depression is going to be an issue here. Be ready to back off. Oh, I think they're getting it. Yeah, they just lit him up.
Off the nose, off the nose, off the nose.
That's friendly. That's friendly.
I know it's friendly in the bush. Off the nose.
Refeeding.
Index. Index, RTB.
Above the front slat of the armor. I know IRL you wouldn't aim for the turret ring, but I aim for the turret ring, and most time I can hit it. So, but that's just me. I'm gonna go swap this fucking rifle out. This rifle sucks.
Well,
It's disorienting. Yeah, it's fun, but it's very disorienting. Like when you're trying to aim at something and then you
That's
steer,
why-
it's really confusing.
That's why you gotta stay in third person most of the time. Or if
Yeah. No, I get it. Like after time, I'd be able to, communicate better and switching in and out of sniper mode to third person. And
I'm gonna say this: the biggest thing is if you know where the enemy is, your front should always face it. You should never be
Yeah.
side on or angled to it.
yeah,
You
you
should
want your
always
nose
be
facing
front.
it. Your face is always going to be the strongest thing you have in terms of armor. Even with ERA, you never want to expose your tracks. You get hit in the track or D-track, you can't move. You get hit in the turret, it will bounce, but it's still going to shake up whoever's in there, and you have a risk of running into spalling. And side skirt armor is basically only going to stop about rifle calibers. That's about it. Because the round goes right through it, it's going to swish cheese.
Some of it's up 50s and PKM depending on the make.
Yeah, but even then, you want your nose facing because ideally your nose is going to be the most slanted. So one thing is with any tank in general is you probably noticed it yourself. You never want to hit a tank where it's sloped because what's going to happen is your round's going to hit, it's going to ricochet. So that's why stuff like T-34, for instance, that's why their nose was. Yeah, like the Shermans and the T-34s, ever looked at them, their nose, the reason why their nose is so steep is because if a round hits them, it's going to ricochet.
Yep.
You try to hit ideally in the real world and in War Thunder. Ideally, a lot of times there would be a weld right there, so you can punch through the weld. But in Arma, they haven't modeled it correctly. I don't know how it is in Hell Let Loose, but I know how it is in
No,
in War
there
Thunder.
isn't anything like that. In Hell Let Loose, it's hull damage, so you can 1 to 3 shot any tank as long as the hull integrity breaks. It's a hull overpressure mechanic instead of an actual explosion mechanic.
Yeah, about so.
So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed Armor. That's what it should be. That's how it should be played, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I gotta go swap this fucking piece of shit fucking carbine out, dude. I fucking hate this goddamn.
Just so you know, they say armor guys are the most talkative, and you can probably hear and see why.
Well, it's at the lowest life expectancy rate. Yep. Realistically speaking, though, the only other MOS in the Army that actually has a low life expectancy rate would be like engineers, EOD guys, and even Cav
If there's
Scouts.
stuff you want to add or change,
So,
let
yeah.
me know. But I just built this as essentially our spawn for Saturdays off of the airport.
Okay.
And are you going to be here this Saturday, or are you taking this weekend off?
No, I won't be here. I'll be leaving Friday afternoon.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, I don't know if you've seen, but this is going to be a slugfest.
Yeah, I saw you post that.
Yeah, from the reports we have, it's a lot of armor, like a lot more than 20.
Yeah, most of the airfields are fortificated and whatnot, so it'll be a hard one.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to be greedy and take 2 grids that night, and I know we're going to lose 2 in the process, but you said you wanted that purification site, and it's right there,
No.
and you don't?
So the airport and the town.
Okay.
So go ahead and try to take the airport and the town right across from it.
Okay.
So the airport grid and the town grid. And then I'll be happy with that one.
Okay. I don't think we can do that in one night, but if we can, that'll be the next step then.